Hey yo les gens, c'est SkyWhait et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une toute nouvelle vidéo sur The Scroll 5 Skyrim. On va continuer ce fabuleux mode DLC Maids d'Exception 2 qui pour le moment a pas l'air mal, hein. C'est-à-dire que si vraiment, j'espère que j'ai vraiment pas avancé dans le mode de jeu en fait. Ah, j'espère que j'ai quasiment rien fait. Donc on va rentrer dans l'Euphoria Palace. Instantanément, comme je vous l'avais promis, je me suis directement téléporté. Ce que j'ai fait du coup, c'est que je suis revenu sur la sauvegarde d'avant. Je suis allé dans Johnstead pour activer le... Pour activer le truc qui permet de voir les messages. Et me voilà maintenant. C'est bien.
Hello, my name is Sarah. How may I help you?
Salut.
Sirens? Oh, you mean our courtesans.
Ici pour voir les sirènes.
Just head up the stairs behind me and you will enter the brothel. Mr. Pinder? Well, he is a very respected gentleman amongst the staff, but I doubt they would call him an ally when it comes to our affairs. What's your relationship with him? Has he sent you here? Dead? That's very sad news.
Oui, il est mort.
Like I said, our staff was quite fond of him. He always took time out of his life to help around the palace. May I ask how he died? That's fair, although I'm hesitant about speaking any further about the sirens. Leave the palace and make your way down the hill. Turn left and you should see the entrance to a warehouse. Godama should be on guard duty right about now. Tell her that you know about the sirens and that I sent you. She will take care of you. Hello again. Construction of Euphoria Palace began at the turn of the era.
Histoire du palais.
Conflict of interest between its overseers and the local authority stalled development to the point where the unfinished palace was abandoned. Thanks to the efforts of several ambitious men and women, the palace was rediscovered buried deep beneath the snow. It took years to remodel the palace and bring it up to modern standards of luxury and convenience. But here we are. The palace is host to two bars, Valhalla and Sahel. Each has a unique atmosphere to fulfill all of our visitors' personalities and needs. Valhalla is the essence of what Euphoria Palace is all about. Lose yourself in a surreal experience of pleasure and fun. Sahel aims to satisfy the more taboo pleasures. Our exotic dances will not be to everyone's taste, but you may still find enjoyment in the comfort of the darkness. Our primary attraction is the brothel, located on the second floor. Don't feel intimidated by the rumors you may have heard. You do not need a fortune to enjoy what our lovely ladies are willing to offer. We will adjust to your financial situation accordingly. As long as you're willing to have fun, the ladies will welcome you with open arms. You may speak to the mistress upstairs for more information on services and appointments.
Ouais, mais plus tard. Mais ok, sympa. C'est vrai que, et du coup ça va, c'est pour aller par exemple au Sahel, les bars du Sahel. Je garde ça pour plus tard. On revient sur le bord de ciel, mais c'est vrai que c'est assez intéressant. Je sais qu'il y avait des modes où il y a des meufs qui dansent, et ils m'ont demandé d'avoir un mode pour ça. C'est beau, moi je trouve que c'est beau, c'est bien. Ouais, ici ça a l'air d'être plutôt fluide, le jeu a l'air d'être fluide, donc c'est vraiment pas la distance le problème. Mais c'est vraiment... Town of Lage qui est là.
Did she now? No problem.
Le chien de nationalité, c'est simple. Et c'est pas peu chaud, et c'est pas peu. Puis les catacombes. C'est parti. Oh, j'ai peur qu'il y ait un crash. Eh, mais dis donc. Le meilleur statut de dessin. C'est le méchant qui nous a attaqué, puis son triomphe durer pour l'éternité. Ah,
It's funny. All that reminds of the sun's inflated ego is that statue. Expecting someone else?
vous êtes
You're
une
lucky
sirène,
that Blondie
expliquez-vous.
over there seems to be here on her own terms. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered to say hello. Let's get straight to the point. Sarah dropped the news that Marcus is dead. Care to tell the full story? And you have no connection to the Mercs, or to Purity. You just walked into the town one day and got involved in this mess.
Ah, ouais.
Well, I still don't trust you, but I'll leave your fate to Matari. Now walk with me. Try anything, and you'll have to deal with more than just the four of us.
Ouh là là, j'ai vraiment peur. En fait, je suis un putain de monstre, en fait. Fermez bien vos gueules, je vous baise. Alors. Putain, son putain de katana, c'est un ikana, je sais plus ce que c'est. Ok, c'est vrai que c'est assez bizarre de penser ça. Wow. Quelle beauté. Putain, ouais, wow. Ah, c'est des cubes. Ouais, c'est des petits cubes qui volent. Ouais, c'est ça. Attends, elle me suit,
If you have
trop drôle.
questions, save them for Matari.
Suivez-moi. Elle est jolie, elle, hein, j'aime bien sa coupe de cheveux.
If you have questions, save them for Matari.
Ah là là, ouais, j'ai eu un petit crash. Alors je me suis dit, oh là 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 là, j'espère de tout mon cœur que si j'y retourne après le crash, ça ne va pas recracher. Ça voudrait dire qu'il y a un problème et qu'il faut que je le corrige. Et vous connaissez le truc. Le corriger pour voir, pour qu'après il y ait un problème. J'ai relancé, ça a marché. Du coup, je comprends pas trop pourquoi il y a eu un crash, mais c'est peut-être que comme quand je suis sorti de Malcarte, quelques crashs. Du coup, voilà, nous revoilà normalement ici. Juste speeded. Une salle à manger. Alors, on va mentionner. Et on va y retourner en espérant que ça ne lag pas. Parce que c'est chiant en fait. C'est chiant. Donc c'est parti. Je peux comprendre en fait que ça lag entre chaque truc, mais j'espère que ça ne fera pas fréquemment.
Alice, ladies.
Parce que c'est insupportable en fait.
Change of plans.
Mais c'est elle qui parle. Ouais, bon go.
I have nothing to say to you.
Yep. Je crois que ça ne va pas laguer, s'il vous plaît, putain. Laisse-le-moi me traverser. Si ça lag. Ok.
She might be worth keeping around.
Mistress, what are your orders? Surely we can't leave this woman alive. Not anymore.
I have faith in Freya's judgment. The stranger may stay.
See, Melody? Just because you've moved up in rank doesn't mean your decisions are on par with mine. Now, let's get on with this. Mistress, the stranger has confirmed an attack on Jonstead, spearheaded by the heroes of Nern. Under direct orders by Project Purity, they were successful in killing Master Pinder. Commander Bosca escaped. Our saber hero managed to secure the safety of the town's citizens and foil their second objective, to capture Kasha Pinder.
That explains the low number of mercs reported by our scouts near Fort Pazuat. They were busy dealing with the town.
The loss of Marcus will damage morale amongst the veterans, but we can manage. As of this moment, I am assuming the position of leader of our organization. your ranks will remain as they are.
Wait, what about my mother? Where is she?
Ok.
Your mother is
Bah
dead.
c'est elle.
She was stationed at Fort Pazarath during the attack.
Ah.
There were no survivors.
Oh non.
No, not her too.
Aïe aïe. Non.
Attend to her.
Yes,
Ah, la
mistress.
pauvre.
Leave us, Freya. Inform the others of the news and have Darius prepare a room for two. We can speak privately about the situation later.
Are you sure? Yes, mistress.
Bouf, t'es toute petite, c'est quoi ta merde là? Tu fais 1m20 de haut ou quoi?
Dragonborn.
Oh meuf.
No person
Oh,
of
tu sais
your
qui je suis?
caliber escapes my attention.
Intéressant.
The others fail to recognize you, but I do. Your aura, your demeanor, is of a magnitude I have not sensed for a very long time. You will receive your answers. First, I would like to congratulate you on succeeding where we failed. Our organization was founded in order to protect the Pinder family. Marcus may have been killed, but you ensured the safety of his daughter. The surprise attack on Fort Pazarath prevented us from sending any sirens to defend Jonestead. We lost a significant portion of our forces. Fort Pazarath was our only stronghold in Skyrim besides this palace. It is off the eastern coast, isolated and heavily fortified. Pazarath shares a similar history to this palace. It belonged to Purity before being abandoned. It is now theirs once again. Besides what Marcus may have told
vous avez
you,
perdu, ok.
there is little that we know. The Project Purity of today is certain to have motivations far different from the Purity that existed 200 years ago. The current one is a spiritual successor, carrying only the name and the resources. It is next to impossible to gather intelligence on an enemy that has remained in the shadows for so long. However, we do have information on the mercenary group that you encountered in Jonestead and its commander. The Argonian comes from a wealthy family. His entire inheritance went into the formation of the Heroes of Nirn. Service records of the men in the company portray them in a positive light. Collectively, the company has seen action in every province. Their contracts usually consist of defending villages from bandits and carrying out reconnaissance for whoever they believe is fighting for justice. Hence their name. Bosca is an idealist with a passion to save the world. His reasoning for the name is now quite contrary to their allegiance with Project Purity. A perfect example of how even the most honorable heroes can be manipulated to serve their enemies. That will be enough talk, Dragonborn. The Pinder daughter is in need of comfort over the loss of her mother. I believe only you can help with that matter. Good. Before you leave, I have requested that a room be made available for the two of you. I have further business that should be discussed over dinner in the presence of company. Speak with Tarius the butler in the dormitory lobby and he will show you to your room. It would be wise for you and Kaja to get some sleep in the safety of this palace. For the time being, I am asking that Kaja remain here. Although you are free to come and go as you please. You are dismissed.
la fille de Cassia, pas te mentir, elle a perdu sa mère. Mais je pense que sa mère est pas morte, mais ils disent qu'elle est morte.
I have nothing to say to you.
Don't even think about it!
Keep walking.
Matari let you live. I'm surprised. I passed by Blondie in the lobby, moping. I'm having trouble believing she's a Pinder. I have problem with her attitude. I was expecting so much more. So disappointing. Oh, how cute. Go on. Get back to whatever it is you were doing. You're no fun.
Ouais. Bon, elle, du coup, soit c'est une ennemie un peu planquette, ou soit c'est une meuf vraiment fidèle qui va se détacher avec le temps. Et pour le moment, effectivement, elle est un peu énervée. Elle est un peu énervée.
I'll leave you two alone.
Aïe aïe aïe, je vais faire une petite sauvegarde quand même, on va pas se mentir.
Hey, Melody and I were just talking. So we're getting a room? That's nice. What did Matari say? Anything about my mother?
Oui.
That's okay. I'm sure you had more important things on your mind. Not here. Let's go find our room first.
Ouais, l'autre elle est assez vénère, mais bon, j'imagine bien. J'arrive à comprendre un peu la situation pour le moment. Normal qu'elles soient un peu énervées. Et puis les Pinters, ouais, c'est des gens un peu vénères. Pour le moment, c'est un peu une victime normale en fait. On l'a élevée comme une femme de chambre. Mais je pense que ça va vite se développer. Hein. Ça va venir une meuf qui va détruire des darons assez rapidement, je pense. Ça, j'ai pas trop peur là-dessus. Je pense qu'elle va absolument tous les baiser plus tard. Pour le moment.
I am Terrius, the Siren's butler.
Hey, what the fuck are
Please,
you doing,
let me
man?
show you to your room.
Whoa, don't get too close.
Ok, je me fais vraiment victimiser. Après, c'est normal, on est censé être, on est des étrangers. C'est un machin un peu top secret, voilà, donc on n'est pas censé vraiment
This
être là.
is your room, madame. I will be in the lobby if you need anything. Have a good night.
Il y a beaucoup de, comment dire, de chargement, ça me fait un petit peu peur.
I was hoping for something a little more cozy. This place feels so empty. I'm glad I'm not the only one. In that room with Matari, I felt so uncomfortable.
Non, je m'entendais
It
bien à
was so
ça.
cold and dark. I felt like I was alone, yet you were all there with me. And when I heard about my mother, I had to leave.
Ah, normal.
I can't believe it. First my father, now my mother. Mother I never knew. Thanks. You've been quite helpful so far.
Donc ça c'est plus un point d'amitié. Je me disais bien, mais je me dis dans l'autre cas, si je dis ouais les sirènes vont nous aider, je sais c'est un peu fils de pute quoi, genre
This place feels so. I'm glad I'm not
genre
alone.
je me suis dit
It
bon,
was so
c'est un peu
cold
moyen
and-
quoi.
I can't believe it. First they're obligated to. I just hope they'll be ready to take on purity when the time comes. I didn't mean to sound judgmental. We just got here. I can't help but feel disappointed, you know? How Matari and Freya reacted?
First impressions, I guess, can say a lot. I expected them to feel like I did. Maybe more about my father. I wanted them to. To know that my father didn't sacrifice his entire life only to not be respected by the thing he created. Yet they seemed so dismissive of him. It didn't even affect them. I wonder if my father distanced himself too far from the sirens so he could be with me. But then that would mean he made a mistake. The sirens are more important in the end. They were his family.
Et fais voir si je reviens en arrière, parce que du coup là j'ai plusieurs trucs à tester en fait. Si du coup j'ai rien gagné là avec ce choix là. C'est moi je fais des tests. Pour comprendre un peu le mode. Pop modding man.
I'm glad I'm not the old. It was so cool. I can't believe it.
Si je sais rien qu'on puisse faire, c'est un peu le dépressif quoi. C'est vraiment le truc.
With or without the sirens' help.
Ouais, je me disais bien qu'effectivement ça allait perdre. On allait perdre. On est des merdes, ouais. On est des grosses merdes. Je me disais bien.
I was hoping for something a little more cozy. It feels so...
Ok, c'est bien ce que je me disais, ça va, le truc est un peu raciste quand même. Perdez un point d'amitié.
First my father. Thanks. You've been quite helpful so far. Yeah, sirens.
En fait, j'ai énormément envie de tester plein de façons de parler pour comprendre un peu la mentalité du truc. Là, si là j'aurais dit on est amis, j'aurais gagné des points d'amitié, mais tu vois le problème c'est que c'est bien d'être amis, mais après ça peut me bloquer parce que moi mon projet c'est d'être dans l'amour, tu vois. Ça va être compliqué, j'ai l'impression. Je fais des tests, hein, excusez-moi.
Yeah, the sirens might not be enough.
Voilà, je veux juste voir en fait si comprendre un peu comment ça marche.
I was hoping for something a little more cozy. I'm glad I'm not the... It was so cool. I can't believe it. First, thanks. You've been quite helpful so far. A friend? Thank you. Remember that we have the sirens on our side. They'll help out, I think. I didn't mean to sound judgmental. We just got here. I can't help but feel disappointed, you know? How Matari and Freya reacted? First impressions, I guess, can say a lot. I expected them to know that yet they seem so I wonder if the sirens are more important in the end. They were his family.
Ok, là ça répète ce qu'on a dit tout à l'heure.
Maybe he put a little too much effort raising me. But that's not the point. I'm concerned about the sirens' motivations. Do you think if their fortress hadn't been attacked, they would still be helping us? Would my father's death have been enough to motivate them into continuing the fight? I need to know they're doing this to protect others and not for vengeance. Yes, but we can never know for sure.
La raison porte peu tant qu'elles sont convaincues qu'il faille stopper les sûr et productivité les attaques.
I want to ask you something.
Ouais, c'est sûr.
You're my guardian and I'm your maid. But I need to be something more. For my father. I want to join the sirens. To make sure my family isn't forgotten if we win this war. Really? Wow, thank you. I was afraid it would take a lot more to convince you.
Bah non.
No problem. I'll practice every day to make sure that never happens. I know, but with your support it will be a lot easier. I'll bring it up during dinner with Matari. Back me up, okay? Don't let them make you second guess yourself. I won't. Anyway, I was thinking of getting some sleep. I'll do my share of exploring some other time. I do want to check out how the sirens train and hear their advice. Get an idea on what to expect if they do accept me into their ranks. But you should go out and have some fun. Take a break from adventuring for once. I'm sure there's plenty to see down here and interesting people to talk to. Just don't hang around on the upper floors. Unless you're into the sort of things that go on up there.
Ah bah, j'allais y aller, hein.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I won't take up any more of your time. Let me know when you want to go to bed so I can get dressed. We have a big day ahead of us. Don't stay out for too long.
Alors ce qui est sympa, c'est que par contre on fait un petit résumé de la fin de la discussion, et en gros j'ai gagné plus 0 d'amour, plus 3 d'amitié. Je pense qu'au début ça va être uniquement de l'amitié, et qu'ensuite ça va peut-être dériver sur de l'amour, parce qu'on tombe pas amoureux de quelqu'un. Donc je fais les tests, comme je vous l'ai dit, pour comprendre un peu le système. En tout cas c'est sympa, c'est le système de message là.
A friend? Remember that we have the sirens on our... I didn't mean to... Hamatarian... I expected them to know that my... Yet they see... I wonder if the sirens are more important in the end. They were his family. It affects it a lot. It makes their motivations less clear. Do you think if their fortress hadn't been attacked, they would still be helping us? Would my father's death have been enough to motivate... I need to know they're doing this to protect others and not for vengeance. You're right, but as strange as it sounds, their reasons matter to me. Sorry, I'm just afraid to ask. You're my guardian and everything. I want to join the sirens, to make sure my family's not forgotten if we win this war. At least give me a chance. I'll do... Alright. I'm not happy, but I don't want to turn this into... Anyway, I was thinking of getting some... I do... Well, you should go out and have some... I'm sure there's plenty... Just don't hang around on the upper floors. Unless you're... Oh, I know. We need to stick together in places like that. I won't take up any more of your time. Let me know when you want to go to bed so I can...
J'ai un peu du mal à comprendre, j'ai l'impression qu'au final tout ce qui est en haut ça va être pour genre l'amitié, l'amour, tout ça, et tout ce qui est en bas ça va être pour rien, c'est un peu bizarre.
I was hoping for something a little more cozy.
Ah, je fais encore 2 tests, je suis désolé. Non, je veux pas faire le test.
Thanks. You've been a friend? Remember that we have the
sirens
on our side. I didn't mean to... Hamatari. I expected them to feel... To know that my father... Yet they seem... I wonder if my father... The sirens are more important in the end. Maybe he put a little too... Do you think if their fortress... Would my father's death have been... I need to know they're doing this to protect others. Yes, but we can never know for sure. I want to join the sirens. To make... Really? Wow, thank you. No problem. I'll practice every day to make... I know. I'll bring it up during dinner. Anyway, I was thinking... I do want to check it... Well, you should go out. I'm sure there's plenty... Just don't hang around on the upper floors. Unless you're into the sort... I was holding on to some hope that you wouldn't. I won't take up any more of your time.
Ok, ouais, je commence à comprendre le fonctionnement tranquillement. Ah, 2 points d'amitié, puisque j'aurais dû en gagner 1 et j'en ai perdu 1. J'aurais dû en avoir 4 et j'en ai perdu 1. Ok. Mais ouais, j'ai l'impression qu'en fait, en bas, ça va être vraiment le truc qui va me faire perdre des points, en haut, ajoute des points, et si c'est vraiment ça, je trouve ça un petit peu dommage, dans le sens où c'était peut-être plus sympa de mettre de l'aléatoire.
A friend? Remember that we have the sirens on our side. I didn't mean Hamatari and Frey. I expected them to know that my father... Yet they seem so... I wonder if my father... The sirens are more important in the end. Maybe he put a little too... Do you think if their fortress... Would my father's death... I need to know they're doing this to protect others and... Yes, but we can never know for sure. I want to join the sirens.
Je suis sûr que vous entendez les clics de ma souris,
Really?
des temps en train de me tuer.
No problem. I'll practice every day to make... I know. I'll bring it up... Anyway, I do want to... Well, you should go... I'm sure there's plenty to see. Just don't hang around on the upper... Oh, I know. We need to stick together in places like that. I won't take up any more of your time. Let me know when you want to go to bed so I can get dressed. We have a big day ahead of us. Don't stay out for too long. Ready to get some sleep? I am. Okay, just give me a minute to change my sleep.
Ok.
Stay over by the door. No peeking. Doesn't take too long. All I need is a nice evening gown and we can finally get some rest. I wanted to ask you something. When we first met back in the warehouse at Jonestead, I was arguing with Bosco, remember? I made such a fool of myself by thinking I could make him see reason. It was so embarrassing to have you see me fail. So I'm wondering, why are you allowing me to join the Sirens? We haven't known each other for very long. Cleaning houses isn't what your ordinary warrior does for a living. And this outfit isn't exactly standard issue armor.
Quelle belle gosse.
I'm surprised that you're giving me all this freedom. It's unusual for me.
C'est vrai que j'ai l'impression que là, il y a beaucoup de trucs qui se passent dans cette discussion. Si le nouveau... Bah oui, c'est vrai qu'on lui donne beaucoup de liberté, elle était pas mal... Moi, en fait, je pars du principe que...
I wanted to ask you something. When we first met back in the warehouse at Jonestead, I was arguing with Bosco, remember? You looked! How dare you!
Wow. Damn. Moins 3 points d'amitié, moins 2 points de romance. Wow.
I wanted to ask you something. When we first met back in the warehouse at Jonestead, I was arguing with Bosco, remember? I made such a fool of myself by thinking I could make him see reason. It was so embarrassing to have you see me fail. So I'm wondering, why are you allowing me to join the Sirens? We haven't known each other for very long. Cleaning houses isn't what your ordinary warrior does for a living.
Mais je comprends pas. Et puis, alors, j'ai l'impression...
Exactly standard issue armor.
Moi, je te dis, en fait, je suis pas ta... Attends, plus 1 point d'amitié. J'aurais dû regarder totalement à l'opposé, peut-être. Excusez-moi, je vous l'ai dit, je fais des tests. Mais...
Something. When we first met back in the warehouse at Jonestead, I was arguing with Bosco, remember? I made such a fool of myself by thinking I could make him see reason. It was so embarrassing to have you see me fail. So I'm wondering, why are you allowing me to join the Sirens?
Je fais des tests.
We haven't known each other for very
Mon but,
long.
ça serait de monter dans l'amitié ultra vite, et ensuite de monter dans l'amour.
And this outfit isn't exactly standard issue armor.
Bah, il fait pas le ménage, hein. Non. Ils ont tué des mobs. Ah, mais c'est un point pareil, en fait.
Why? I don't know what to say.
Vous êtes toujours envie de gros fils de pute. Parce que même après ce que vous avez traversé, vous avez peut-être...
What? No.
Ok, je commence à voir la mentalité de la meuf. Pour le moment, elle est un peu... Je sais pas si elle va se défrustrer, bon, c'est vrai que c'est un peu vénère, on est censé prendre des connaissances, mais bon. Non, attends, on l'a vu à poil, en fait. Mais c'est vrai que... elle est sympa, mais par contre, effectivement, elle est pas très... En fait, elle s'est toujours fait mâcher, en quelque sorte, sa nourriture, du coup, forcément, elle est... Ouais, elle est vraiment à poil, quoi.
It was so embarrassing to have you see me fail. So I'm wondering, why are you allowing me to join the Sirens? We haven't known each other for very long. Cleaning houses isn't what your ordinary warrior does for a living. And this outfit isn't exactly standard issue armor.
Et je suis désolé si ça vous emmerde que je fasse ça en boucle,
You believe in me?
mais c'est qu'en fait j'ai déjà pour les stats,
Why?
et en plus c'est parce que je trouve ça intéressant pour tout le truc.
I don't know what to say. Yes. No point in letting the night go to waste. Or day. What time is it anyway? Go ahead and shut off the lights. Pleasant dreams. Thanks. «
41-31, c'est vraiment pas mal. Mais oui, en gros, je teste... Oh, c'est trop stylé, le feu. C'est pas mal parce que, en fait, ça me permet de voir tous les lignes de dialogue qui ont été faites, et en plus, ça me permet de jongler sur... What the fuck, what the fuck, man? Hey, dude, what the fuck?
This is such a wonderful
what the
day.
fuck? Hey, man. What the
We're
fuck
here to
are
get
we-
married, silly. That's very funny. But I am.
Oui.
At last you have arrived, child. Are you prepared to commence your long-awaited wedding ceremony? That does not mean you cannot take another.
Ah non.
I'm glad you chose the right path. Very well.
Oh.
Let us begin. Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
I do. Now and forever.
Under my authority,
Alors j'ai un peu peur.
I declare this couple to be wed. I present you with the freedom to return and wake up.
Qu'est-ce qui va se passer?
Easy there.
What the fuck, c'est quoi ce jeu?
You're in Euphoria Palace. Our dorm room. Are you okay? Do you want me to get some water? I'm not sure. At first I thought you were restless, but then you started struggling violently in bed. Freya was nearby. I asked her for help and she ran off to get someone. About 5 minutes ago. I lost track of time watching over you. Sorry. I couldn't leave you alone like this. Hold on. What happened? You can talk to me. Where did you go? And what did you see? Oh, did you, and I guess you, woke up after that, right? At least it's over now. We can get back to sleep.
Fucking gênant. Et ben tu vois par exemple là, je veux les autres versions, mais je veux voir si j'ai dit non, ce qui se passe, si je parle pas de ça, tu vois, je veux les trucs comme ça là. Petit truc croustillant. J'ai envie de moi. Tu vois, j'ai envie de mettre ça aussi.
Hey, wait. Something happened. Where did you go? And what did you see? Oh, you did? Did you realize that nothing that was happening was real? Well, I guess in the end you made the right decision. I wish I did that too.
Oh. Ah. Aïe 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 aïe. C'est faire mal au cul, ça.
Easy there.
Si quelqu'un devait me dire ça dans la vraie vie, je serais vraiment
No, wait.
PLS.
You're back in your dorm. Everything is
Mais
back to
bien
normal.
ta mère.
Do you need some water? I can run out and fetch a cup.
Éloignez-vous de moi.
I'm not sure. Freya was nearby. I asked her for help. What do you mean? Hey, wait. Something happened. Where did you go?
Éloignez-vous de moi.
What did you see?
Ok.
Was there anything that would be? Well,
Là, je pense que c'est pas.
at least it's over now. We can...
Il faut voir si je l'envoie chier comme une bonne merde, ce qui se passe.
Easy there.
C'est vrai que c'est un peu gênant, elle me fait rire parce qu'elle est un peu gênée en
Do you
mode
need some
oh
water?
what the fuck.
I can run out.
Par contre c'est vrai que j'ai pas de
I'm not
compris
sure.
cette scène
Freya
là.
was nearby. I asked her for help.
Éloignez-vous de moi. J'adore éloignez-vous de
About
moi.
5 minutes ago. Hold on. What happened? I'm your maid. I'm supposed to help, remember? Please just tell me what's wrong. Where did you go? I understand. Just so you know, I don't want to talk about it either.
Bon. Putain. Allez, let's go, faut endormir là. Lisez la note. Note de cache. Salut, je prends un peu la fin à la grotte au bout du couloir, venez me chercher quand vous êtes prêts pour aller dîner vers 17h. Apporter un peu de nourriture, puis profitez-en.
The hero has awoken.
Mais putain de merde là. Attends. Je vais venir en arrière, puis je vais reprendre le truc que j'aurais dû prendre depuis le début. Et puis je vais voir si elle est là aussi.
Easy there. You're in Euphoria Palace. I'm not sure. Freya was nearby. I asked her for help and she ran... about 5 minutes ago. Hold on. What happened? Where did you go? And what did you see? Oh, did you, oh, you did? Did you realize that nothing that was happening? I'm glad you saw through the lies. Because I didn't.
Parce que moi pas. Attends, elle a lu. Parce que moi pas. Elle a fait un rêve comme moi aussi, sauf que elle a dit oui, qu'elle bosse. Je suis vraiment désolé, hein, mais j'aime trop en fait revoir les dialogues et revenir en arrière. C'est un peu comme si c'était une vidéo, je peux le revenir en arrière énormément.
About 5 minutes. Hold on. What happened? Where did you go? And what did you see? Oh, and I guess you, at least it's over now. We can get back to sleep.
C'est vu au travers des mensonges parce que moi. Oh, du coup, elle la pop. Hop.
A person you can truly call an
Salut,
ally,
salut.
yet remains
Parce
in
que
the
pour le
audience,
dîner,
a silent observer.
Ok.
You've spoken to her on Nern, and she's spoken to you in the void, the same being broken into two. I of course speak of Matari. You know her as the new leader of Serenity's Sirens. But her significance to this world surpasses the factions and conflicts that have formed around her. My master would like you to know that we are watching and waiting for the results of your actions. We know how it must end, but perhaps something will be left so that we may meet again. I cannot do that. Ignorance is the only thing that is keeping you free. You must play this dangerous game of pretend. Follow Matari's every command and suggestion. Have her believe that you are her puppet. And when the moment comes when you are one step away from death, you will know what must be done.
T'es quoi, toi, là?
You cannot kill what isn't alive, but you can certainly try. And you can make her feel fear. Keep this knowledge in the back of your mind.
Offer the slightest hint of hesitation or displeasure in Matari's presence, and she will discover our little secret. Trust us, and the worst that will happen is that you will lose the approval of the sirens. Trust Matari, and you risk damning countless realms. You're a hero, no matter what anyone may tell you. Only a fool would choose the path of self-destruction. There's one last thing you should know before I leave. There are heroes on both sides of this war between Purity and the Sirens. The one called Bosca is set on a similar path to destroy his own masters. Leave him be, and Purity will unravel from within. Will you? He certainly won't. Now that the two of you have met, he's come to admire you as a fellow hero. Use that to your advantage. You'll realize that a part of him will always be holding back. I must return to my companions. May we meet again after skies divide. Dovahkiin.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Ok, donc j'ai pas trop compris ce qui se passe, mais elle, c'est une meuf qui vient de l'autre camp. Ou c'est... je sais pas, c'est un peu le bordel. Quête. Adressez-vous à Fessia quand vous serez fait vers 17h.
Vous voulez quelque chose?
Oh, madame! Oh, in French, please! C'est vraiment un mec qui a des couilles. Si je vous parle à vous, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Madame?
Non, c'est vrai, je parle.
All the sirens seem to view her as an idol. I see her as a boss who is kind enough to provide food and shelter.
Alors, que pensez-vous de Matari?
We have Purity to thank for that. These lights were already installed and functional when the palace was rediscovered. All these years later, and there's never been a need for maintenance. It felt odd at first, but then I realized something. These women, despite their kinship with one another, needed someone unique in their lives. They know that for the rest of their maiden years, they will not have the opportunity to speak with a male on equal terms. When Marcus was alive, the rare and brief visits were inspirational to the sirens, but he was a leader, a man that required respect. What the sirens needed was a friend that would tend to all their needs. That is why I'm here, and happy to serve. I started by serving as a bartender upstairs in the main palace. After a year, Sarah came to me and asked if I would be interested in something that paid 10 times as much, but would require secrecy. I agreed. There wasn't anything else to live for out of the world. It was an easy decision. You can help yourself to any food in the kitchen. Our chefs cook more than enough to feed us all.
Ok. Satisfaire tous leurs besoins. Donc je les baise. Ils ont fait le baiser, quoi. Je suis sûr que si j'aurais été un homme, là je suis un peu triste de pas pouvoir transmuter de sexe, puisque du coup je suis sûr que ça serait... Elle s'intéressait peut-être un peu plus, genre. Mais bon, je vais pas regretter dans un mode DLC d'être un homme, sachant que j'ai fait des tas et des tas de parties où j'étais heureux d'être une femme. Waouh, comme c'est stylé. Quelle heure est-il? Il est 4 heures, donc je vais bientôt l'heure de manger. Non. Oh, what's up?
What's up? Just on time. Let's get going.
Il est quoi? C'est le matin, ça? J'adore what's up.
Remember what I told you. Help me out when I ask about joining the sirens.
Ah oui, je vais le faire, t'inquiète pas. De toute façon, je les connais pas, donc forcément je vais prendre ton parti. Hein. elle sait pas se battre. Bah apprenez-la. Mais elle sait pas faire de magie. Apprenez-la. Démerdez en fait. Ouais, c'est vraiment ok. Let's go. Quelle heure est-il donc 23h10. Ouais, ça fait un petit moment déjà que je tourne du coup. Ça la manger. Hop, juste sauvegarde et parler à Mélodie.
Splendid. You're both here.
Yep.
Let us begin. Ladies, assemble. Elda? Zana?
Din, 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 din.
Catherine?
Ok.
Morrigan?
T'avances comme ça.
Myself, Melody. And our mistress, Atari. Please, have a seat. We'll be with you shortly.
Not now.
Et donner l'ordre à Mélodie.
I hope you're doing well today, ma'am. We have a variety of dinner platters available thanks to our chefs. We have the seafood platter, meat platter, vegetable platter, and cheese platter. What would you like? Vegetable platter? Got it. Would you like anything to drink? We have Blackbriar Mead Reserve, Honeydew Mead, also
Ben, ça fait longtemps que je mange de légumes. Donc je vais pas te mentir que...
Blackbriar Mead Reserve it is. Okay, Miss Pinder. What is your order?
Vegetables and wine.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Melody will be back soon. We may begin our discussion in the meantime. I just ate. You appear tired. I promise to keep our discussion short. Tell me, have you ever had the fortune of being taken care of by multiple servants, and have all your desires made a reality?
Bah, c'est pas le truc qui me plaît le plus, hein. Je peux pas te dire qu'une seule suffit et je l'appellerai pas une servante, c'est une amie.
I understand that you have an appreciation of combat. Have you ever served as a commander?
Yes.
Whatever experience you have will be enough to command your own group of sirens.
Yes, ouais, bien sûr.
Assuming you accept, you will be given an honorary rank within our legion and be greatly rewarded for helping us end Project Purity.
Merci bien.
Your followers will obey your every word on the battlefield, even if it means certain death. There are obvious boundaries. They cannot be ordered to attack a fellow sister or harm our organization in any way. When you have proven yourself to be an effective leader, I will grant you permission to employ several sirens of my choosing. What you do with them is your personal affair, but they will always remain loyal to our order. Assume your follow.
Non, je vais les sauvegarder parce que je suis là un peu. Le problème c'est que ce qui me perturbe, c'est que je les connais pas bien. Hein. Je les connais pas bien en fait.
and she won't be alone. I want to join Serenity's Sirens. I'll need training. I understand that it'll be difficult, but I promise to make the effort.
And you approve of this? Good. Then she will join.
Oui, je vais appuyer ses propos en fait.
There is no
need. J'approuve à fond.
As honored protectors of the Pinder family, I find it fitting that the young one wishes to pay her respects to Marcus by joining our forces. Yes. The training will rigorously challenge young Kaja on a physical and mental level. Instead of explaining to you all the details, I direct you to speak to Battlemaster Trisha in the armory. She will provide the both of you with weapons, information, and assignments. In the coming weeks, I will be preparing us all for the inevitable. We will be retaking Fort Pazarath. Our finest moment is approaching. The death of purity will mark the end of this 200-year war, and at last we will be free. I must continue my meditation. Enjoy your dinner. We will speak again soon.
Eh ben, bon appétit. Putain, quel... C'est chiant.
That was easy.
Le légume, il respire bien.
What? So joining was a bad idea? Why didn't you say anything? Don't lose it yourself. I trust you more than her with my life.
Non, mais...
You say that now, but we both know what that night was about. Be careful. Not for my sake, but for yours. Oh, I'm finished. I wasn't that hungry anyway. I'll meet you over in the armory.
Eat. We must return to our regular duties.
Have a good meal.
Attendez, je vais vous parler. Bah, elles sont tout de suite vachement plus sympathiques. Tout de suite, je suis considéré comme quelqu'un d'un peu plus sympa. Disciple, chacun légion de son versetta.
Eh bien.
I've heard many great things about you. Allow me to introduce.
Peut-être avancer encore un petit peu et arrêter après. Waouh, j'adore. Je vais revenir en arrière parce qu'elle est en train de parler d'un genre, c'était vraiment le dialogue unique.
I've heard many great things about you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Valentina, one of the Siren Maids instructors. Besides telling you what you already know, I don't have anything to add about the Pinders. Did you sense it when you were in her presence? The energy? I think she's a mage of unimaginable power. It would make a lot of sense. Why else would Master Marcus keep his wife a lower rank at Pazarath? It's because the strongest women among us deserve the title of co-leader. I suggest you seek training elsewhere. I'm confident in my abilities, but as an outsider, you have access to far better teachers and resources in the outside world. Use them. Let's be honest, the only reason we have a mage division in our order is for those who feel uncomfortable handling a weapon. Most of our Ashen wouldn't feel safe attending the college. As archmages, I hope you'll make your college a safer environment compared to your predecessor. When this war is over, most of my students would love to receive a more formal education. Peace be with you.
En fait, je commence à comprendre. En fait, elles sont un peu bloquées ici. Et effectivement, ouais. Par contre, ce qui est stylé, c'est ça, tu vois. Vu que vous êtes archimage, qu'elles ont pris le dialogue d'archimage pour dire, hop, vous êtes chef de... J'ai l'impression qu'il est bien complet, ce mode, et ça a l'air... Ça, cette petite phrase, par exemple, c'est graphique, là, je la trouve incroyablement intéressante. Vous êtes archimage, donc j'espère que... Elle m'a pas dit chumage, elle m'a dit je suis archimage. Salut, salut, que pensez-vous de Matari?
Matari prefers working behind the scenes and wants to get away from a centralized leadership. Yet all the young sirens are in love with her. Strange, isn't it? Loving someone you hardly ever see. I wish he was still alive so he can see the end of the enemy that has been hurting his family for generations. When the last Purity member falls, I will be thinking of him. Let's see what we can do. Absolutely.
Bon, j'ai pas envie. Mais ok, je vois, une instructrice.
So what's up? You're the commander? Hope you're a master marksman. We're dying for people who know how to use a bow properly. No, they train themselves. Carriage driving isn't the most glamorous job around here, but
ça me fume parce que je suis fort partout, putain.
Pun not intended. Out and around Skyrim, it gets lonely without them, and I am fearful for their safety, but we all know the risks. Sure, I always pass on a few tips to those willing to learn. Well, what is there to say for a woman that rarely makes public appearances? There's a ton of tales floating around about how incredible she is at everything, from dueling to archery. I'm just dying to have a one-on-one talk with her so I can confirm or deny whether any of them are true. Let's hope Kasha doesn't get herself hurt. Her family has done more than enough for our legion. Talk.
Sorry, my orders are not to sell you any of our stock until
ça va être intéressant. Donc ça c'est moi qui les dirige, j'ai l'impression, c'est dame.
My orders are not to sell you any of our stock until you complete your mission.
Commander, I'm so happy that we can finally talk. I'm Kathy, the charm instructor here at the palace.
Ok.
Pleased to meet
pas de problème, pas de problème. Salut toi.
Every student is special to me, but I am very proud of Zana. She was blessed with the rank of Golden Maiden. To become a Golden Maiden is a very sacred honor among my students, who choose to devote their lives to the art of speech. Real-world experience is a must, so they're regularly sent up to the Valhalla and Sahel bars to chat with the patrons.
Ah, tu parles des élèves d'éloquence, sympa.
We have observers to monitor and grade their performance. The ultimate goal is to make at least one new friend. Sirens who aren't pursuing the path of speechcraft will only need to go through one trial at the end of their studies. No one has failed yet. There are usually two. Since I became one, it's only been me and Zana, but she's a Golden Maiden now.
Je me disais, putain, elle est bien entreprenante, c'est sympathique.
Anyone else who could have filled the second position died at Pazarath. It's a heavy burden knowing you're the only one that can teach the most important skill every siren should possess. Terrific! Here's a little secret everyone should know. You're so lucky to have met her! I haven't seen her in months. So, is she still pretty? Are her words still soothing and poetic? Oh, Matari. She's the epitome of a true siren. I don't have much of an opinion. Sorry. Meet some new people and have fun.
Ah, c'est pas grave.
Can't talk now.
Je parle pas tout le monde. Rencontrer de nouveaux gens. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens ici éventuellement? Toi. Ah, elles sont jolies. Et Cassia, je sais pas où elle est partie. Elle est là.
I'm kind of nervous.
Je fais beaucoup de sauvegardes, mais c'est vraiment pour voilà, rien rater.
Commander? Freya, she told us about Natari's plan to give you an honorary rank.
Mais
You
pas de
wouldn't be
problème,
here if you hadn't accepted.
C'est moi.
The good news is that we can forego training and normal induction procedure. The bad is that I have no idea how well you'll work with my ladies. We've been at this a long time, Commander, doing routine missions here and there to make ends meet. Bonds have formed, and every mission is expertly choreographed by me. You're strong, no argument there. But you're being introduced into our Legion during what will be our greatest string of operations this organization has ever conducted. The enemy we've trained to defeat all our lives is here. Can I trust you on the battlefield and with my women? Then prove yourself to them. I'm giving you a small, easy assignment. Enough time to earn the respect of some of the warriors before we begin our combat operations.
Whoops. I thought you were done.
Ms. Pinder, do you have something to say?
Well, I guess they didn't tell you about me joining as a new recruit.
No, they didn't. Commander, may I speak to you over there?
I didn't say something wrong, did I?
T'inquiète pas, ça va bien se passer, je vais lui dire que t'es vraiment la bosse. Non mais c'est vrai que tu sais pas te battre. Et c'est compliqué. Et je comprends que ça soit compliqué.
This wasn't your decision, was it, Commander?
En commandant, je me fais vraiment appeler commandant.
A potential siren is
Commandant pour une femme, je trouve ça spécial, hein, commandant.
We must be sure that they will accept when we reveal to them the existence of our order. We know of Ms. Pinder's history through Marcus. As she is now, she would not qualify to be a siren. She lacks any form of combat experience and has a timid personality. Admirable for a woman, but not a warrior.
Ouais, je sais, hein.
We will have to push her mental and physical limits. She will break, but if she is committed, she can rebuild herself to be a siren. Maybe, but training will determine her inner strength. I just wanted to let you know out of courtesy. Time will be an issue, and our instructors will be limited as we focus our resources towards purity. If basic training is all she gets during our tight schedule, then so be it. May the bonds between her and the sirens form through battle. I'll discuss training with Kasha personally. Back to the topic of your assignment. I'm sending you out with a team to gather scout reports from our agents stationed in Dawnstar and Winterhold. We know there will be trouble. A group of sirens will be attractive prey for Purity and the heroes. What they don't expect is for you to be there with them. You've given them quite the scare in Jonestead. Inspire a little more fear and the roads are ours. They'll be hesitant to waste warriors on pointless patrols afterwards. Lilith will be the team leader. She's right over there in the smithing area. This mission will be your one chance at learning our ways. Next mission, you'll be given command and a complimentary katana to call your own. Now go, and fight well, Commander. Dismissed.
Oh non, mais t'inquiète pas, moi ma chance c'est quoi? T'inquiète pas, hein, je vais absolument atomiser le leader en fait. C'est-à-dire que moi tu m'envoies seul, je défonce le projet, mais bon. Alors est-ce que le jeu est bien fait et est-ce qu'il va parler avec Cassia? Est-ce que le mode est bien fait? Là c'est vraiment bien fait, hein, ça lui parle. Ouais, c'est compliqué.
Welcome aboard, Commander. Yes, Trisha told me beforehand that you would be assigned to my team.
Ok, non, mais c'est
It's quite an honor.
Salut, elle.
I've already briefed the others about the mission.
Yeah.
As Trisha said, we need to gather valuable intel reports regarding the hero's movements to and from Fort Pazarath. Information like that can damage their defense strategy. They will not give it up easily. You're learning quickly. When Purity and the heroes learn that you've made an alliance with the Sirens, they'll think twice before sending warriors to the field. A hesitant enemy is exactly what we need this early in the war.
Pour le moment, je sais pas qui c'est qui a raison. Le seul truc que je sais, c'est qu'il y a une ville de mecs sympas qui m'ont accueilli. Que cette ville de mecs sympas se sont fait attaquer par des gars que je connais pas. Donc forcément, pour le moment, c'est les méchants. Mais ça se trouve, en fait, l'objectif du projet Pureté, c'est un truc de gentil. J'en suis pas encore, en fait.
If we fail to arrive at a checkpoint within a given time, they will begin patrols to ensure all is well. When you're ready, meet us in front of the catacombs entrance. The team is waiting at the entrance to the catacombs.
Oui.
Vous êtes bien mignonnes. Ça, c'est des guerrières normales. Ouais. C'est.
Eh bien.
Là, le sirène, 80% de voleurs.
You're leaving? Yep. It's as intensive as I could have imagined. Training in combat, seduction, leadership. It's going to take one big speed run through something that normally takes months. Trisha says that I'll have to stay down here until plans are finalized for the Fort Pazarath battle. Looks like you have to do away with my maid services for a while. Sorry.
Tu m'étonnes.
Something about changing my personality to be alluring. You know, seductive. I have to attend a couple charm sessions to learn the basics. That's after weapons training. I'll be fine. Remember, this is the safest place for me to be in all of Skyrim. Go on and do what you have to do without me getting in the way. Right. Good luck and take care of yourself.
Please, go ahead. The only one that lives in the palace. There are others.
Elles sont très très belles, hein, c'est incroyable.
Scouts, where they are more useful. We're not attractive in the eyes of most men. Only those belonging to our own race seem to appreciate our beauty. They are hard to come by in Skyrim. I am lucky to be here. Normally, my kind would be used as scouts. In the wilderness, looks do not matter.
Oui.
Ok. Eh ben, écoutez, on va arrêter. Hop, je vais bien ce que je peux. On va arrêter la vidéo ici, je pense. Quoi que je vais sortir un petit peu, mais je pense qu'on va rester. Je vais arrêter la vidéo ici. Et comme ça, on pourra se retrouver dans le prochain épisode, et ça risque d'être sympa pour la suite, ça risque vraiment d'être cool. Donc ouais, je sais pas encore si ce projet est si enfin si ce projet-là est vraiment intéressant ou pas. Enfin le projet, je parle de là actuellement. Après, la meuf elle est vraiment sympa, donc je pense que la meuf elle est vraiment sympa, donc je pense que je vais plus être de son côté, mais je sais pas comment ça se passe.
My commander.
Dragon Ball. Donc, je sais pas trop. Pour le moment, je sais que je les aime bien.
Can't a lonely girl like me say goodbye to her lover before she embarks on her journey?
Bien.
Don't act so surprised. Of course we are. You and me, the perfect team. Too bad you're stuck with Lilith today, but maybe someday soon, you and I will have so much fun. Just you wait. Now come back safe. I'll be waiting. Good luck on your mission.
Tu fais des techniques de séduction. Elle me fait... J'ai hâte de voir ce qui va se passer. Si je me suis spoilé dans le trailer, je peux vous dire que normalement, à un moment, il y a du sale qui se passe. Donc je me dis que... je me demande... On revient en bord de film normal. Et voilà, donc je vais quitter absolument l'épisode ici. Une sauvegarde, j'ai fait énormément de sauvegardes en espérant que pour le moment le gameplay vous plaît. En espérant que pour le moment le gameplay vous plaît, et du coup j'espère que ça vous a plu, et d'ici là dans une prochaine vidéo. Bye.